Hey there guys, welcome back to Celtic Games. We're back in Witcher 3 for an episode of Sidetracked. We're going to be dealing with the issue of the King of Skellige, who has yet to be crowned.
A guard spotted you from the tower. They sent me to open the gates.
Why was it closed? Is that famous Skellige hospitality?
Me. 'Tis tradition. After the feast, the Jarls will choose the king, so the doors must remain closed. Only the sons and daughters of Skellige may stay in the castle.
Why am I allowed in?
Krach, make an exception just for me?
All know what you did for Ceres and Hjalmar. Today, you're one of us. Come. Krakow waits.
The echo in here is a bit weird.
How's the mood in there?
Calm. Too calm.
How's that?
We've an adage here at Skellige. At a good feast, mead and blood flow in equal measure. Surely you consider this barbaric on the continent, no?
Not sure. Sounds preferable to dull banquets garnished with court intrigue.
Step careful there. I've as much right to it as you do.
And I'd expect you to support me, not pinch my allies. If an uncrate's to wear the crown, it
Should be you, because you've got fur growing on your chin, that it?
shows some of your own, and the Jarls just might listen to you.
Want your mug smacked? Remember, I was left standing last time we crossed fists.
Yeah? So you'll fight the Vilcards with me? Wonder who'll do better, you or Hjalmar the Giant Slayer?
Oh, stop your shite boasting.
Besides, I killed it.
Ceres? Hey!
Alright.
Damn it!
Bad way to play it out.
Think I don't know that? But you saw her, she's so...
Why, stubborn, fierce, mule-headed, refuses to listen to anyone.
Exactly! True, Arnvald. Me and Ceres, and they're twins in that regard.
Where's your father?
Don't see Krach. You talking to the Jarls?
No, went to his chambers. To prepare your promised reward, no doubt.
If you've a spell, Witcher, perhaps you'd fancy some fisticuffs with the Vilcards. Loosen up your joints after your journey.
Maybe later.
Let's go see Krach.
Something I've always wondered. What do you witchers do once there are no basilisks flesh and giants in eternal fire?
The world will end before that happens, I think.
Greetings, Berna. Feast not to your liking?
This is no feast. It's a farmer's market where votes are bought and sold like sheepskins.
Svanrig is not gonna vie for support.
Bran's son will not haggle for a crown that is his by right.
No,
As
it's
I
not
know,
passed
crown
down.
goes to the claimant who gains the most votes.
That is the tradition, but not all traditions are good. The Isle's care should be entrusted to a single family.
It's not gonna be yours, bitch. It's gonna be an
Take it you have a
uncrate by the
specific
time I'm
family in
done.
mind.
Of course. Bran was the best king Skellige's seen in centuries. The throne should pass on to Svanrige, his true-born son, and then on to his sons.
What's wrong with voting for your king?
Take a walk. Listen and you'll understand. The claimants already hand out land, promise privileges, titles, favourable judgments. They behave like whores lifting their skirts for every passerby. A king by the grace of votes is no ruler, but a debtor. This must end. We must start by placing Bran's firstborn son on the throne. I hope the Jarls will see the wisdom of it.
Not happening. Bye-bye.
Leaving Caer Trolda?
Tomorrow at daybreak. Enjoy yourself, Master Geralt.
Tomorrow at daybreak, so after the vote takes place.
May I?
You must even. Come! I've been waiting for you. So, feast to your liking? Any better than your continental balls.
Definitely more to drink.
Ah, there is. Rolled all of it out of my cellars. Double meads, triple, Cintrian plum brandy, a Hackamum spirit that burns the mouth like boiling water. Clan on Crate knows the meaning of hospitality.
Agreed.
Feeling torn between Hjalmar and Ceres?
You mean do I have a favorite? Nay. They're as different as fire and water. But on Crate blood flows in both.
Think the Council of Jarls will dare to put a woman on the throne?
If you'd asked me some months ago, I'd have laughed in your face. But today I see, and I'm not alone, that Ceres has something as rare on the Isles as a hot summer. Patience. Others act, then think. She's different. She thinks things through, the for, the against. But once she takes action, not a force in the world could stop her.
Between you and me, Hjalmar's not too hot-headed to be king.
Depends on the kind of king you have in mind. Want one who'll send emissaries, move figurines about a map, calculate the most profitable option? And yes, he's too hot-headed. But Skellige wants a different ruler. The kind who'll drown Nilfgaard in blood. Sooner jump into a fire than surrender. And that is Hjalmar.
If you escalate your attacks, you stand to infuriate Emir. Could regret it someday.
In Skellige, we spit on the notion of peace at any cost.
I still think Ceres is a better option of the two, just because she would think it through. I'm not saying she wouldn't take the fight to Nilfgaard, I think she still would, but she'd think through where to hit, where to defend. He'd just hit.
Promised me a reward for helping your children.
And I aim to keep my word. Here, this bauble's been in the family for generations. I give it to you, for helping ensure the line endures.
A blade?
Beautiful craftsmanship. Thanks.
I'm the one. Hear that? Damn it! Hjalmar's probably started another row.
That's not Hjalmar. Let's go.
What's going on? What the? What the hell? Hjalmar, give me a hand. The fuck was this? What happened? Ceres?
Cloth! Give me some cloth! Gotta stop the bleeding! Quick!
Da. Da.
Take my cloak.
Hold on, son. You'll pull through. A shark grabbed my leg once. Albion!
He's dead.
Crack! Where'd those bears come from, huh? Answer! Now!
Careful how you speak to my dad.
Stow your blade, pup, or Crack will lose a son too.
You insult me, Lugos, and now you threaten my son. Let's step to this.
Dad, come here. Come on! Put you down like a rabid dog.
Calm down. Calm down. Enough blood's been spilled.
Lugos, I handed your ass to you
Someone
once, I'll
brought
do it
these beasts
again.
here to murder our sons and brothers. We cannot restore their lives. But we can. We must avenge them. This burden falls upon the host and his offspring.
Find the guilty on Crate. Find and kill them. Else your clan will be cursed for 100 generations to come.
You wouldn't even have sent someone here, Udalric. Your son's not old enough. Alright.
Anybody see how the bears got in?
Don't matter. I know where to find the guilty already.
Wait! Are you mad? You're gonna kill folk before we've learned what happened.
Learn all you want. Meantime, I'll go wash the shame off our clan.
Hey, the Jarls aren't listening anymore. Stop playing the hero and think for a second.
Our honor's at stake, sis. I can't wait.
Are you listening to me? Someone let those bears in. We must know who, and the answer lies somewhere in this room.
Ceres, you're right.
You're right, Ceres. I'll help you.
Thanks.
Fine. See you when I return with the traitors' heads.
I'll stay here. Someone must see to everything. Summon the healer, hand the fallen over to their families. Wolf, I thank you.
Ever see anything like that?
No, and I hope I never will again.
Where'd the bears come from? We were all laughing, eating, drinking. Suddenly, a massacre. Torrents of blood on the walls.
The Red Feast.
Know who died?
Drogadar, Drakeborn Du, Blue Boy Lugos, Yalborn, Ottrig. Take some time, mention them all.
But you could name the claimants to the throne who survived in one breath. You, Hjalmar, and Svanrige.
What are you saying?
Nothing, just yet.
But Svanrige makes the most sense, and I'm betting that's exactly where Hjalmar's gone.
What happened before the massacre? Be precise.
Young Lucas bet he could empty a barrel of beer in one go. He climbed on the table, grabbed a pony keg of Centron wheat, and started chugging. His throat bulged like a blowfish. Face went red, but he kept drinking. Folks started banging their tankards on the table, shouted, "Lugos, Lugos."
We heard that.
From the other side of the room, we heard this roar. We turned in unison as if a coxswain had called. They were there. They were already there. Folks closest to the bears didn't even manage to draw their weapons. They were ripped to shreds.
We'll avenge them, I promise. We've talked enough. Let's look around.
Let me know what you find. I'll speak to the others. Maybe someone saw more than I did.
Oh, Krach, I'm really sorry. The silver sword you've given me isn't as good as the one I picked up. Oh well. It'll make me some money at best.
Fang marks, claw marks, broken bones. Hard to say what exactly killed him.
Gates were shut.
All right. What do we have here?
I killed it with a silver sword, not a...
Old scar. Looks like it was sutured. Something under the fur. A tattoo. Shape of a bear paw. Bear's head, but the tongue's short, like a human's. Mouth smells of honey liqueur. Mead. And something else. Something earthy. Bears like honey. Before it's fermented. Strange. Half man, half bear. Something like a lycanthrope. No full moon, so something else caused the transformation. Maybe something he ate or drank. Mead. Mead with an earthy aroma. Need to check the horns, tankards, and bowls.
Okay, so they came in as humans.
All the horns are empty. Here. Mead spiked with some kind of mushroom. And human blood. Ceres, come here.
A guard saw what happened. Those weren't bears. They were...
Men who transform into bears.
berserkers.
Berserkers.
Berserkers?
The Skald's name for warriors who change into animals in the midst of battle. Stuff of fairy tales, legends. But it seems to make sense, right?
Almost. We were at a feast, not on a battlefield. Think I know what caused them to transform. The mead they drank. Smell this. Mead spiked with blood. And something else. Thinking it could be a mushroom, but I don't recognize the type.
Hjort might help us. Few druids know herbs better.
Can't hurt to try.
Lead on, Ceres. Don't really know where I'm going.
A disgrace. The camp we've not seen since the Red funeral. Few had died then, and I'm a Jarl's son among them.
Wanted to talk to you.
What about?
What about? What do you think, Holger? Is not here about salted herring or the currents round Speakerog.
Flap your gob at me again and I'll shut it for good. Calm down. You act like rabbit dogs, not Jarls of Skellige. Speak, Witcher.
How'd all of you manage to survive?
What you saying? Eh? That we're the ones schemed this up?
No.
Shut your gob. You're clucking as foolish as a gander hatching eggs. We survived because we're the best warriors in Skellige.
You're both damned fools. If not for the Witcher, none of us would be alive.
Any ideas who might be behind the massacre?
Nilfgaard. They're the most to gain. But we'll avenge our sons. We'll burn their shores from Nazea to Atolia.
Wonders abound in the Nilfgaardian army. Towers with wheels, Zerrikanian mercenaries on humpback horses. But I've not heard of them having trained bears.
This was crack, I tell you. We're in his castle, he let him in.
Wasted words, Lugos. I don't know who the traitor is, Witcher, but I'll tell you, it's none of us. We all lost loved ones.
So
The
long.
Nilfgaard connection is a possibility. Interesting. But I don't like the fact that Svanrega survived.
Our Lady,
Hjort.
Freyr, our mother, may the sea swallow the traitors. Freyr, our Lady.
Mind if I interrupt?
Already have? What is it?
Someone spiked one of the mead barrels with blood and something else. An herb or a mushroom. Sarah said,
Give me the horn. I know the smell. A mushroom. Mardrome.
Mardrome related in any way to berserkers?
Aye, but only in the tales told to children as they are put to sleep on cold winter nights. Warriors who ate Mardrome were said to transform into beasts when consumed by battle rage, but as I said, it's only...
Only a legend, I know. Still, I find it easier to believe than some story about bears appearing out of nowhere. Mardrome. Never heard of it.
You've another name for it on the continent. Silasib, I believe.
All right. Peasants eat it to soothe pain.
Udalric tried it too, but only a few times. In larger doses, the mushroom causes visions, nightmares.
Yes, the last thing Udalric needed more of. Thanks for your help. Blood and marjoram. The taste of human flesh and a substance that triggers visions. That well could have caused the rage. Maybe even the transformation.
Maybe. Hard to believe someone spiked the mead here in the hall, though, in front of all those witnesses.
You're right. I helped prepare for the feast. I'd have noticed. It might have happened before they brought the drink upstairs. In the cellars, maybe. Come on, we could find some clues there.
Cyrus, where am I going? Cyrus! Christ, you nearly outrun me up a mountain.
We must find the traitors quickly. Elsewise the warriors will take matters into their own hands. Castle's abuzz already.
Think they'd attack Croc openly?
My father or each other. All in the finest Skellige tradition. Haven't had a good civil war in ages.
Which is why I'm worried about what Hjalmar does next. If he attacks the wrong people, we could be in trouble. The sooner we get an actual answer, the better.
Knew there'd be trouble. It was all too calm.
Funny. Arnvold said the same. For a feast to be any good, mead's gotta flow. But so does blood.
I'd say he got his wish. I really hope Hjalmar's doing something useful, not just looking for a fight.
Relax. Your brother's impetuous, not stupid.
Okay.
We keep the poison at the cellar's other end, down below. Come, I'll show you.
I thought poison was...
The stench! Right behind you.
That's a relief.
Check the open barrels.
Blood and mushrooms. Think we can find out where this barrel came from? Looks different. What the? Shit.
The spirit!
Oh fuck, we're gonna blow, we're gonna
Heads behind the
blow.
barrels, but they're too heavy. We'll never move them.
Don't intend to. Quick.
Go. Where the King Halloween. Cyrus!
We might have been burned alive.
Somebody's damn desperate to bring our investigation to a quick end. This a secret passage?
One rarely used, more like.
Oh hello.
When Hjalmar and I were little, we played there. Bygone days.
Yep, bygone days.
When I get my hands on that pyromaniac.
Let's think. They had to use the entrance we used. Maybe they left some prints behind.
Maybe. When the door slammed shut and the fire broke out, did you hear a bottle shatter too?
No, but I've no Witcher senses at my disposal. You must hear the hair growing on my head.
I try not to eavesdrop. Anyway, entrance is worth checking. Come on.
Poison and sneak thievery. It seems like Nilfgaard's thing. Skellige's way of traditionally doing things would involve bloodily hacking at one another with axes and swords.
Someone walked through the mead. Trail breaks off. Need to find another clue nearby. Something else to follow. Must have felt his clothing rip, but was in a hurry.
What's this?
Piece of cloth.
No, it can't be.
What is it?
Arnvold's tunic. Only he wears this kind.
Sure about that?
Saw him in the main hall with the servants. Let's go.
Alright. What would he have to gain?
Grab a horse, we'll chase him down.
Alright, Roach. Let's go, girl.
Iron Bolt! Stop, damn it!
Get off.
Whoa there, Roach.
Why'd you betray them? Talk, or I'll finish what I started.
No uncreate should ever sit on Skellige's throne. I know you better than others do. You're hot-headed, irresponsible. Skellige needs stability, a strong king. Not the kind a band of drunken jarls will choose.
Curious. Never heard you voice that idea. But I do know one who never stops saying it. It's
So do I.
Berna Bran, isn't it? You were never a good liar, Arnvold.
What was her motive?
It's obvious. She schemed this up to get rid of the other claimants. Slander our clan in the process. If she succeeded, Svanrigger would have been left, the only claimant to Skellige's throne.
That's a
We
good point.
need proof. Your word against Berna's, that's not enough.
Arnvold, help us, and I'll ask my dad to grant you an honourable death. I'll insist.
I've letters from her. Instructions. How to poison the mead. But she never signed them. There's no seal.
Will that be enough?
It'll have to be. We shouldn't delay. Time to gather the Earls.
With Arnvold's word backing it up, then it'll be fine.
I've assembled the Jarls in council as you demanded, Ceres on Crate. You claim to know who's behind the slaughter at Caer Trolda.
Hjalmar.
Speak then. The blood of Skellige's sons and daughters. Whose hands does it stain?
Berna Bran's.
The lass is mad. Do you think anyone will believe you?
You had them serve poison mead to the berserkers.
I beg your pardon. The servants of Caer Trolda are not mine to command. 'Twas your father who called for the feast, who assembled the guests.
There's reason in these words.
Have you any proof to confirm your accusation?
I've better. I've a witness. Arnvold.
Ceres speaks true. Berna commanded me to poison the maid. When Ceres and the Witcher descended into the cellars.
You betrayed us. The clan that took you in.
Good man. He's a servant to Ancreate, a lackey. He will say what they command him to say. He would lie for them even were he to pay for it with his head.
I'll make this very simple and solve it the Skellige way if you want, Berna.
Caer Trolder ever since I remember. Oily, like a dog.
I can vouch for Ceres. She's telling the truth.
You, yet another Ancreate lackey.
I'll throw you off
Ceres
this
entice you
fucking
to
balcony.
cooperate? I can imagine how. Or has Crack paid you to smear my name?
What did you say?
Calm yourselves.
After what I saw on Speaker Rock, I trust the Witcher. More than I do you.
You've that right. But it's no proof of my guilt.
Got one more piece of evidence.
A letter from Berna to Arnvold, instructing him how to spike the mead.
It lacks my signature. It lacks my seal.
But perfume soaked through the parchment. A very strong scent, you know. Still to be sensed.
Is this your proof, lass? Is this what you call evidence of my supposed treason? Don't make me laugh.
Berna's right, Ceres. 'Tis all precious little proof of her wrongdoing. Alas, your brother Hjalmar also has not presented anything that could clear your family's name. We've but one path left to us. Holger, Lugos, it's time we quit this damn castle. Come, we must decide what punishment Clan Ancreate will face.
You're making a big mistake.
Silence, wanderer.
Fuck off,
Wait!
bitch.
Mother, you bade me to leave the hall before the feast. Why?
Son, not now.
Why did you do it? How did you know? How? You stand silent. You gave Ceres no credence. Gave the Witcher no credence. But you must give credence to a son who accuses his own mother. The massacre was her doing. She shamed herself, me, the family, the clan.
Svanrika, I did it for you. Only for you.
You admit to this deed. As the eldest of the Jarls, I cleanse the name of Clannon Creip, and you, Berna Bran, I sentence to death.
Bye-bye.
You will be chained to a rock, to perish of hunger and thirst, and seafowl will peck apart your remains.
Good punishment. Good punishment, right there. We still haven't solved the
When I had
issue
a
of
lust for
who...
power, I knew this. But so strong as to commit such a crime.
What about Svanrika? What's his fate?
He'll lose his home, his name, his honor. He'll choose exile. Or death. But enough. Whatever comes, we must endure. I thank you, Geralt. Again.
No need. Again.
I'll not take any more of this modesty. This is a land of heroes. Let this remind you of that. And now, I must ride for Gedinath, for the Jarl's Council. Time to pick a king.
What do you think? Who'll get the nod?
Come with me, see for yourself. All may listen to our deliberations.
Sure.
I do have a horse in the race. Can't refuse, to be honest.
As I thought. Well, let's go.
Is my support for Ceres rather than the hot-headed Hjalmar gonna have given her the crown? Hope so. She's reasonable, but not afraid. Hjalmar's better at leading an army. She'll be better at leading a kingdom.
We're just in time.
They've already started.
Long ago, we gave King Bran back to the sea. Today, our mourning ends. Today, by the grace of the gods and the clans, a new ruler takes the crown. Let us swear her fealty.
Ceres. I feel sorry for you, Hjalmar, but she's the right choice.
Some would see another in my place. I thank those who stood at my side. Here, beneath the sacred oak, I pledge to be a good queen to the ones and the others. I want peace and prosperity to reign in Skellige. And I count on you to help me fulfill that dream.
Ceres! 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 Ceres!
Oh, Lugos is having a half. To be fair, I only respected him more than Berna, so. Hjalmar?
Show them that in Clannon Crate even the lasses are fit to take them. But I need you. If it had to be so, I'm glad over you, not so.
You alright?
So. Anyway you cut it, I was bested by a wench.
Not just any wench.
Aye, true. Suppose if it had to be so, glad it was Ceres.
Not even a little proud of her? Come on, admit it.
A bit, aye. She's the blood of me blood, bone of me bone. But don't tell her I said so. Liable to puff out her chest. Which would do her good now I think of it. We showed Lucas. That's most important. Did you see that rage grip him? I thought he'd burst.
Yeah, surprised to see him in that much of a huff, actually.
Our clans have been butting heads, chests, bellies forever. It's the lay of the land.
Fair enough.
Take care, Yalmar. Looks to me you're near bursting with pride.
If only you knew, Wolf. Tell me, what other Jarl can boast children like mine? Shame their mother didn't live to see this.
Ceres will make a good queen. Maybe she can finally unite the clans.
Let's hope. And if not, she'll always have me and Hjalmar. If the need arises, we'll take up arms for her.
As it should be.
Congratulations. You'll make a great queen.
Thank you. Wouldn't be here if it weren't for you.
What'll you do?
What's the new Queen of Skellige planning?
To listen, learn, and listen again. Then we'll see.
Good plan.
I must unite the clans. I'd rather avoid war, but if Nilfgaard aims to attack, we must repel them together.
Drummond folk might be a problem. I saw Lugos during the ceremony. Furious, to say the least.
There's always been strife between our clans. But I must try and talk to him. Just might bring him around.
Keep my fingers crossed. Farewell.
Alright. So there we go. Skellige has a new queen. And everything is clear for us to now work on the actual catching up, finding Ciri, or finding Ciri, and taking the fight to the Wild Hunt eventually. So, with that, I'm going to end this episode here for Sidetracked. So, if you like this episode, please give it a like, subscribe for more stuff just like it, and I will see you guys next time on the Celtic Gamers.